Good morning from Texas. I am going to talk about Invisalign while pregnant. Many people have asked me how was my experience, and so I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and I'm going to try to do it as quick as possible. Now, I had my first appointment. They did X-rays. They covered me. They protected me because I didn't know I was pregnant. I mean, I kind of felt like I was, but I wasn't 100% sure because I have, at that moment, I did not test if I was pregnant, but I felt like I was. So, that instinct. And so, excuse me, I just had breakfast. And so what happens is that they do x-rays and they gotta kind of evaluate and see if you qualify for Invisalign. So I did, like, all of my teeth were like this, were kind of like on top of it, a little bit on top of each other. Now the bottom ones, you can see my row is perfect now, but I have most of my teeth were aligned except these two. They were outside my whole row, and so they needed to be like inside, and they did not remove any teeth. They don't do that anymore. They kind of expand, so you look a little different. Probably I look different than before, but I'm not sure. I would look at the pictures. What they do is at the first appointment, they do measurements. They do this little machine where they try to get an impression of how your teeth are aligned, and then the first 4 trays that you wear, they are just as your teeth are, and then by the 4th tray, I got in for an appointment, and they put attachments. The attachments are kind of like little pieces, square triangles going directions that you can imagine. They just make it that way, for it to work. And so on the 4th tray, I put in my attachments. They put in my attachments, and they were about maybe 12 attachments. I'll try to make sure I'm telling you this right. And so attachments here at the bottom, and they put also a little thing that goes in the back where you can put your rubber band. You had to put a rubber band just on one side, and it's called a button. Now that I remember, it's a button. It's a silver thing that they glue to one of your tooth, and my tray had a little hook, and so the hook and the little button at the bottom, you will put the rubber band around the button and the hook, and you will be able to have a rubber band, which was fun to put on, but it wasn't that difficult to have that. I just had one rubber band, okay? And so I did the trays. I wasn't expecting those because they glue them to your teeth, and they are pretty noticeable. Like, I was very happy with the first tray. I was like, wow, people can't really tell I have Invisalign. But then I had the attachments, and it was much noticeable. But like, if people would like really pay attention to your teeth, like, let me see, like, they could see the attachments and they could see you were wearing something. But otherwise, many people did not notice, and I have some of the pictures that I took with them, and so they're a little shiny. That's why people notice that. But then I got to wear them. I did soft foods the first week, and I was expecting a whole lot of pain, but I did not have a huge, like, whoa, this is super painful or anything like that. By the 5th tray, it was really tight, and I had soreness the very first day, the very first night. I woke up and it was like super sore, and so the 5th tray was the difficult one. And every 5 trays, it was like, it was getting tighter, and I was getting the pain every 5th tray. So, because I think they move them little by little, but on the 5th tray, they kind of add some more to it. And so I did 43 trays, the very first initial trays. And then I did 15 trays for kind of like refinements, like, no, not refinements, another 15 trays to perfection everything. And then I did refinements. It was maybe two refinements. And then now I just wear a what's it called, a retainer at night, because you have to wear that for life if you want your teeth to be straight forever. So wear those at night, and I have 2 trays that they will provide along with my cost. So I paid about $5,000. They gave me a $500 discount that I saw them on a magazine, and I took the coupon to them. And so so let me tell you about pregnancy and Invisalign. So while I was pregnant, I was eating as normal. I was really concerned I was going to have a lot of morning sickness, which is all-day sickness, really, at first. But I will tell you that some of the days I felt sick, like nauseous or anything like that, I did not wear the tray as much, because you're supposed to wear it for 22 hours. But I did maybe 18, 20 hours, but I tried to do as much as possible. Now, my orthodontist was really impressed that my teeth move really fast, and so the treatment was for 24 months, and I did it in 15 months. And so he was like, whoa, so total, okay, 15 months total, your teeth move pretty quickly. It's noticeable you've been using your tray really good. And so that's, the teeth move faster when you're pregnant. You know that? And so people get concerned about the nutrition your baby will get if you just eat soft foods and you can't eat a lot of things. Let me tell you, you get used to that pain, soreness. Actually, it's not painful. Well, I did get a headache, like I said, every 5th tray. Once in a while I got a headache, like, because it was just like too tight and things like that. But it's not that bad. And while you're pregnant, I was like, I don't know if I can do this while I'm pregnant. But I did it. I did it, and I was so happy I did, because see, my time was shorter than what it was supposed to be. And so, but your baby will get the nutrients he needs from your body, even if you don't. So what you gotta be aware of is the nutrients are for you and your baby, but mostly for you, because that baby's gonna get your nutrients like from your body. So as much as you can, just keep adding. If you do soft foods, keep adding. Well, you can't buy apples. They hurt, like, I can't. I mean, I just think about it and it's sore already. But just cut them in half, cut them in little squares, eat your apples, and try to do arrangements with your food. You don't have to leave your hard foods out. Try to cut them in little pieces, or do carrots. Don't buy carrot, the whole carrot. Try to cut it in pieces, maybe boil it for a little bit or things like that. But get your nutrients, mostly for your body, because that baby, even if you don't eat anything, he's going to get something. And you don't want to end up with no teeth, because some people lose teeth during pregnancy because they weren't having enough iron, calcium, or the vitamins they need or nutrients they needed. But that baby is going to be well cared for. Now, with my first pregnancy, I had morning sickness up to, well, all day sickness up to 6 months. I didn't have Invisalign back then. And that baby had all the nutrients she needed. I was the one that was looking like really skinny and like almost dying. But it was a good pregnancy, even though I had that. Well, I'm going into another topic and I don't want to go there. Not for this video, because I want to talk about Invisalign. So I didn't tell you about when they finished the 43 first trays. They removed all my attachments. Well, no, they removed all my attachments at the very end of everything. So the 43 plus 15 trays, and then they removed the attachments. And so they removed the attachments, and it wasn't pleasant. Are you afraid about your enamel? Don't be, because it's very minimal what they do. And you can, at the end, when they finish doing that, you can see in the mirror that you have all the glue where it was. So the glue gets removed with them polishing the teeth. So they polish the teeth, and that will not hurt your enamel. So I was afraid about that, but they explained it to me. I was able to look in the mirror, and I was able to see the glue where my attachments were. So that makes me think, hey, I still have the glue there. So they didn't go over the teeth like, let's scrub this thing out. No, they did the polish, and the polish took the glue out. And so it did hurt a little bit, yes. And some of the sensitive teeth, or the ones that were sore, or can your teeth be sore? my mouth was sore, my whole mouth. And so when they removed everything, I was very happy. So now I feel confident, I can smile, and I don't feel like I could to cover myself when I laugh, like now I can laugh and I don't have to go like you know, you seen people do that. They're covering their teeth because they don't like their teeth. That's what I used to do, but now I laugh like ooh, that was a scary laugh. But but excuse my chair, I just like to kind of like rock side by side. And so if you have any questions about it, if you want me to make a video about something, let me know. I am going to try to make a video and show you all the things that I use to clean my trays. The trays get pretty dirty, filthy, like I said, and you need to know how to clean them up. And you can't use toothpaste on the tray because it will get jello. You don't want your trays to be jello. So that's one recommendation you shouldn't do. You need to use dentures cleaners. It's like little tablets, or brush them with soap and leave them with water for a little bit. You can do that. Now I'm going to show you some of the things that I use. I use one thing that's called the pull tool, and it's a little thing that goes like that. I don't know if I still have it, but I will check. And if I do, I'll show you how it works with my what's it called, my retainer. Now you do have to wear a retainer for life. I think I grind my teeth at night, so I have to wear them at night, and I like them. I like it. You get used to Invisalign while you have it, and because it feels like, I don't know, when you don't have them, it's like I miss them. I want them on my teeth. And any questions, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have some other things coming up that I like to share with you. So have a great day, and be kind. Be kind to all people, even to the ones that have braces, ugly braces, and Invisalign, and moms with Invisalign. But if you're pregnant and you're thinking about Invisalign, yeah, go ahead. It's safe. I had no issues with it. Talking about, you know, your body or anything like that. I had an infection in one of my gums, and but it was I'll tell you about it in another story. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll tell you about that infection that I had, and it was because of some tissue in the back that was overlapping my tray and my tooth, my last tooth. But it got resolved, and nothing major. So any questions, let me know in this video, and I will make a video for you. All right. Thank you for watching.